guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video I want to talk about different Kpop positions and what happens with each position. The positions I will talk about today are main rapper and vocalist, the leader and the maknae position. I will put timestamps in the comments in case you want to skip directly to a certain portion. Not only that, I will give some examples as well as sometimes Kpop stans get on a bandwagon hate train. Let's start the video with the main vocalist or main rapper, the main position, as that's what I have the least amount to say about. First up, I'll be referred to this as just the main, as I do not want to keep on repeating myself when referring to both the positions. Now, just cause your bias is a main does not mean you should have a hierarchy comparing them to other members, as they also do have their own talents. Now, in most of the songs the main vocalist will have the most lines, which then should be expected, like they have a main position in that role, meaning your bias might be better with something else, not that part. I see this a lot with Blackpink people saying why Ross got more lines or why Jennie got more lines. They both have a main position. It is expected that they will have much more lines. And to be fair, when seeing other groups' line distributions, Blackpink has a really fair one. You can't expect each member to only sing 25% of the song. That is not realistic. Also, with a main position, no need to compare two idols from different groups with their positions, like Jungkook and Han, like they are from different groups with different people. Now, some additional from the main rappers is that I think it is expected that they write their own lines, which yes, I understand, but y'all do need to understand them. Not writing their own lines is not anything bad. Like sometimes idols are really busy, some with school, some with other stuff. It does not matter, but these idols are not required to write all of the lines. Just because an idol can do a high note does not make them automatically qualified to be the main vocalist. Like in Treasure, Ji-hoon is my bias and he can do high notes, but his overall vocal talent is not the best in the group, and therefore he's not the main vocalist. High notes are not required. I already said I don't have lots to say about these positions, so let's move into the next one. Okay, so the first thing, the leader does not need to be the oldest member. It is whatever member that can fit the role and can do the best for the group. Like Jungwon, he's one of the younger members, but now you cannot imagine someone else as a leader. Each of the agencies know why the member is a leader, and if you don't understand it, there still might be a reason. Also, if leader tells someone what to do, they are not a bad person. That literally what they are supposed to do, and if a leader is telling the members, does not make them an alpha at all, like they are just doing it for the safety. And it's expected that if a member gets into a scandal or any type of hate, the leader would get hate as well. It's not right, but it does happen and nothing can change that fact. Also, like saying someone is a bad leader is just not right. Like people said, Scoops is not a good leader. He doesn't care about his members. Like that's the furthest from the truth. He shows time and time again he does care, and he also teases them, but that's not even a bad thing. I'm pretty sure that if X member did not like it or got offended, they would stop. The same thing with Subin. Just cause he's an introvert does not mean he cannot be a good leader. And not in all circumstances is the leader the parent, like the mom or the dad of the group. No, it happens, but not all the time, and we also need to stop pushing the narrative that this member will be the leader because they are the oldest. Anyhow, that all about it for the leader section. The last section for this video will be the maknae position, as that's something I have lots to talk about, so that will be longer. Maknaes are the only thing that is not determined by your skill level, rather your age. Oh, it's just something you end up having at the end if you end up being the youngest of the group. Maknaes nowadays having been getting even extra notice, but it has always been like that. In most cases, the maknae is usually one the more popular members, especially in an all-Korean group. This happens way more. Being a maknae nowadays seems to have become a personality trait for fans, and that is all that will be talked about. When people think of NCT Jisung, the first thing that pops up in people's head is usually maknae of 20 members. Like, what about his dancing and rapping skills? What about all of that? Cause those are still some of his amazing skills. But out of all the maknaes, I understand where his comes from. He has always been the youngest, and in large groups, With that many people, it will be hard to give everyone a unique position, so giving him that would be easiest since many. There is way older than him that also comes in play, as with the dynamics that looks much better to people, but no, in the end his only personality is not being a maknae, and he actually does have many more skills. The next one is Yoonchi. Like, girl is talented, but whenever you scroll through TikTok all you see is her maknae way of life, nothing about her talent. Like, yes, she is adorable, but please support her through her skills, not just through her maknae ways. If she was not the maknae, her dancing abilities would be talked about, her voice would have been talked about. Also, we also see that the maknae gets way more restrictions on what they can or cannot do, as that will ruin their aura of the innocent little youngest member vibes, and that cannot happen, as fans will go ballistic. Like Jungkook, if he does things normal members would get no hate for, maybe even praise, he gets hate as he is innocent little kid that can do no harm and knows about anything like alcohol at all. And agencies want to keep that going as that's how they make even more money. We also see this with the way that the idols are styled and how the maknae gets certain things, barely seen with the other members getting. Like Licio even said how the other members get to leave their hair down while she has to do pigtails, as that is what's seen to be more maknae-like and a little kid style, so it fits the maknae. Nowadays we really see how people think being a maknae is like a big skill. Like Kaquita, she is talented, but I am pretty sure half the people that bias her wouldn't have Lisa's types of looks and way of being, especially with the maknae position giving them vibes of Lisa. Also with Dino, my man is really talented, but all that's been talked about is maknae on bottom or him being a maknae. Even in interviews, how is it like having 12 hyungs? That's all that's asked at least once in an interview. No, like, what about his dance skills? No, like, it's not a personality trait, and all these idols are literally super talented, but that's not what's talked about usually when they are mentioned. No, like, when I stated standing Lesrafim, I didn't know Yoonchi would have much skills, as whenever you look online all you would see is her maknae skills and how she fits the maknae category, which yes is adorable, she is adorable, but we need to make it seem like she also has talent and is not only. Nowadays it seems like the maknae as like members who are all so innocent and cannot do much bad, so that's what is I also likes by the public, so many agencies do continue to keep on doing it, as that's what grabs the groups much more attention. Again with 17 we see that Dino did not do that, he did not have that innocent little vibe, he also didn't like be how you imagine a little brother to really be, so he didn't grab that much attention in the start. We also see that with Nikki, and maybe that's why he also did get a lot of hate, as he doesn't act how you would imagine a maknae to be in a group. This again might be a reason on why there's such a gap between the members, as that kind of forces the members to act a little more like a maknae. Anyhow, that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and again, this is how I feel. You may disagree, and if you do, I do not mind, obviously, as it's your opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.